Hello Pisces, so I am going to do a quick general reading for you. See what your messages are at this time for you on your journey. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with your oracle portion. See what the opening messages are. Divine may have three best cards for our Pisces. Swan, water energy, your energy to start, the golden egg, and dragonfly. All right, my dear Pisces, I do hope that all is well and that you are doing well, my dear. So opening energy in terms of your mentality right now, we have the swan. And right now, everything on the surface for you in terms of what you are wanting to focus on presenting is a calm, cool, and beautiful exterior. Okay, to those around you as well as to yourself, this is how you are, the energy that you're visualizing for yourself, and that you are, interestingly enough, I'm here trying desperately to embody right now. Unbothered, unflustered, calm and serene. Now, underneath, of course, we know that everything is, the little feet are moving forward very quickly in order to bring, it's a lot of power to move so calmly and swiftly over the waters. But when you see a swan in the water, or been blessed to see one, you notice that the water around them has a very light, if any, ripple effect in terms of them moving. They seem to just simply be floating across, like as if pushed by the wind or the elements are what's moving them along. But truly underneath there is a lot of work going on that's not being seen on the surface. The reflection back to yourself is that's also what you want to see in your movement, in your actions, and in your energy. And this is what you're most focused on presenting at this time. The golden egg is at the center of things, and this is about a transformative energy. And this is about the divine energy stepping in with you to present this wonderful opportunity for you. And this is why perhaps you're looking to calm yourself and your emotional energy so much, because when ships do come in over a calm sea, and your sea being your feelings and your emotions. Pisces, at times you are swimming upstream and down. So right now what you really want to do is coast and float, even though underneath you are doing all the work necessary to put yourself in proper positioning mentally in order to understand and receive the elements and energies needed to nest this golden egg and provide this proper environment for it to hatch this beautiful idea that's burgeoning for you in the environment. So you need to be able to see yourself clearly and feel things objectively. Now, the dragonfly energy, air energy, is what is in the spiritual house for you. And this is about passion and a willingness to work. Also, here you see water sign energy here as well. Again, balancing your emotions, realizing that there will need to be work done, but on the surface, you must remain calm, cool, and serene in order to receive and see your situation clearly and those around you clearly, to have good perception and perspective of what's happening, and that you don't drown yourself and get confused in terms of your empathetic energies, right? Or your psychic abilities or your intuitive leadings, okay? Because Pisces are naturally very empathic people. Some of you have very highly developed empathic energies. Others are kind of on the surface. And so that's where things can sometimes lead you astray. You really want to have the balance here, is what it feels like is coming in, okay, in order to make sure that this golden egg of opportunity has the proper environment with which to hatch, okay? All right. So let's get into your tarot portion. And while I'm placing the 10 cards, go ahead, tap in, center your energy. A few deep breaths here. Let's tap in. Divine may have 10 best cards for our Pisces, please, and where they are on the journey, the messages that they need to hear most. Hermit. 3 of Cups. Hierophant. King of Cups. Star card. Knight of Discs. Fool. Nine of Wands. Six of Discs and the Four of Cups. All right, let's get these organized here. So I see why that swan energy is so prominent in your thoughts. A lot going on. A lot of the feels in the environment. A lot of activity. Things that could distract your focus. Take you out of your focus and distract you emotionally. Little fires everywhere, if you will. So the Hermit is where you are feeling this need to withdraw. Okay? And to withdraw with the intention to reflect deeper and to see your path forward clearer. The divine is asking you to pull back and allow them to light your path a little bit, because of the fact that while you do possess a great deal of wisdom, especially emotionally, you do need guidance in what you need to focus on and the things that you need to let the divine handle in your stead. The Three of Cups here, between that and the Hierophant, is saying that there is a community that is surrounding you, but it is emotionally driven at this time. And whether or not you need to participate with that community or not during this time of evolvement and involvement in what's going on with you in regards to this golden egg of opportunity that is at the center of things for you at this particular point in your journey. The Hierophant is here as a signal of success, meaning bringing together all of your lessons learned up to this point, that you do possess and hold everything that you need to do to handle yourself properly, as reflecting back to the swan energy. However, there is also a need and a desire to call upon those who have guided you along your pathway in manner of you gaining all of these skills, the wisdom and the resources as well. Remember that you do have people when the situation becomes highly questionable for you, as to where you may know that you're at a fork in the road, or at a trident in the road, like it's three routes which you could go, and you really want to make the proper decision. Remember that you do have people that you can access, several actually. A person that may be more logically driven, another person that may be more intuitively, emotionally driven, and a person that's spiritually driven. You can speak to all three of those people, present the options available to you, and ask them what they feel is best in that situation, what they see, what their highlights are. And then you can go back and reflect on that in the Hermit moment and allow the divine to then begin to tell you and show you what the path forward may be. Now, we also have the King of Cups here, water sign energy. The King of Cups is always, for me, a positive energy that shows up because it shows emotional stability or stabilization. The King of Cups knows when and where and how to handle and manage their emotional energy with no matter what room they're in or what situation they find themselves in. There are times with which the King of Cups may need to be extremely vulnerable to a person, because they're in the place where they're safe and they can trust that whom they're speaking to will in fact be a resource to them in their emotional needs at the time. Or they may need to pull back and be more reticent, not saying too much, but also evoking that energy. You can feel their emotional strength, whether it be in a situation of where it is disappointment in what's going on currently, or it's a feeling of excitement and support of what's going on. Either way, whatever the emotional situation that the King of Cups finds themselves in, they know how to handle themselves. So I feel like that the divine is signaling to you to trust your feelings and emotions. Do not over question yourself about what you're feeling. If you are not sure of what you're feeling, don't say anything, which is also the power of the King of Cups. They listen more than they speak, okay? And to get a true understanding of what they're feeling and how their feelings are either confirming their environment or they're off. They're not in alignment, emotional alignment with what's happening. Now, between the Three of Cups and the King of Cups energy, you have the Hierophant. And this is where you may need to step in, and where the Hierophant energy, in terms of your mentors, step in and provide you clarity, because you may have pressure from the emotional support community that they want to know what's going on, why you're pulling away, why this Hermit card energy is here, why they can't be trusted, why you're not talking about things. And it's merely because it really doesn't involve them in this way. This may be more of a friend and celebratory group than it is a support group in terms of you making decisions and movements forward. Everybody is not always suitable to go to in terms of advice for every single thing. You may feel pressure as to the group saying, well, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And the why is left up to you and the divine. It may not be you. It may be a situation where you don't need to talk to them during the situation, but you need to reflect with them after it. Okay? Because it's a teaching tool or a point of wisdom or information, whatever the case may be. But the message coming in clearly is, do not allow this group, although their intentions are great and good and for your benefit, until you know what's going on, until you have a clear sight of what you want to do. Sometimes people's best intentions can bring about the worst results. Okay. Now we have the Star card here, Aquarius energy. Star card is going to be about healing, balancing yourself in your emotions and in the material world. And it symbolizes your two fish. One is swimming in the emotional waters. One is swimming towards the shore, trying to figure out, or even though, but most fish can't walk on land. So we have to find your balance here. You get into the shallows, and that's not going to be good for you. You don't want to get stuck. You have to stay in motion, and you have to not be afraid of your feelings, which may be going on just a wee bit. You may be feeling a little afraid of what you're feeling, or unsure, or everything is kind of maybe in a tailspin right now, feeling like a little bit of a whirlwind, picking you up and throwing you here and tossing you there. But remember that swan energy. On the surface, everything is cool, calm, and collected. Underneath, doing the work. And doing the work sometimes involves you not feeling steady. Do not feel bad about that. You have to go through the chop. There's going to be choppy waters here and there. Okay? But remember that you're in a boat. You're not just going to be tossed to and fro. Okay? All you have to do is be calm, read the water, read your environment, and just be patient and a calm sailor. Okay? You know what to do. You know what to do. This is your area. This is your wheelhouse. Pisces. Now, with the Knight of Discs being here, dutiful, staying the path, being steadfast in this energy, knowing that you hold that pinnacle in your hand in order for you to really, again, provide the proper environment for that golden egg of opportunity to hatch properly and with the proper support needed by you within yourself. You're going to have to stay dutiful and stay the path, no matter what the elements are doing around you. Okay. When you find yourself at a loss, just remember and focus on what the reasoning is, what the goal is. Okay. The Fool card is here, is taking that leap of faith. And again, jumping into a situation of where you don't really know how things are going to land, but you do understand ultimately that this is for your good. Even though you cannot reason your way to it, or you don't feel secure about it, it's because it's a new opportunity for you, that golden egg of opportunity. The Nine of Wands is here, where there will come a time of where you feel worse for wear. You'll feel alone. And that is where, again, interestingly, it's right under the Hierophant, to reach out to the people that you know possess the resources, whether it be physical, material resources, or emotional resources with which to energize you, to reinvigorate you, to pour into you, to tell you the words and the phrases that you need, to give you the affirmations, to give you the hug, the love, the comfort, just to come and hear you out. Sometimes the most supportive thing that one can do for another person is to simply sit and listen. Okay? Because oftentimes we know what we need to do. We just haven't got our thoughts out, and hearing them out loud let you know that sounds ridiculous, but this could work. So yeah. And then you leave the person saying, thanks for helping me. And they're like, sure. Because all you needed was the opportunity to unload the things that are unnecessary and figure out what needs to go on the journey. Sometimes you have to make your burdens lighter. And sometimes simply by having a conversation with a trusted person, a wise person, a person that knows how to listen, you unload the things you don't need, and you only have to carry what you need. Okay. Six of Discs here with this King of Cups energy as well. And that is showing that you're going to have equal give and take in this situation. And this, I feel like, is reflecting to that Three of Cups, once you get to the place of where you know how you stand and where you feel in this King of Cups, where you're solid in your feelings and your emotions, you know what the reasoning side of you wants, you know what the emotional side of you need, and therefore you've chosen your journey between the three, let's say the three lanes that you could choose. You know which one you're going to go, which exit to take. Now you can begin to give back to the people who have been reaching out to you, wanting to understand or know why you've been distant, or why it seems like you've been holding back, or what the case may be, because now you understand where you are, and it can be equal give and take in this situation. You'll know what to give them in terms of information, and then you'll know what to take from them in terms of advice or support. And then the Four of Cups is here at the end of it at the time with the Star card here. And this is looking back over past regrets of how you've handled things emotionally before. But I feel like this is more about lessons learned for you emotionally, of where you felt like in the past that you maybe have squandered this golden egg of opportunity. Maybe this is another time for something similar or close to what this golden egg represents for you in this time frame. It's coming back around, and you're going to be possibly revisiting how you've fallen short in the past. But remember, you didn't know what you know now. You didn't know then what you know now. And that Ace of Cups is there, where the divine is offering you and pouring into you, and letting you know that was then. And when you're reflecting back, remember you're looking to gain an understanding of how far you've come, that you've triumphed and that you've won, and that you're wise enough and that you understand what you need to know and learn from these moments. It's not for you to look back with a sadness, or to beat up on yourself, or talk down to yourself, or to discourage yourself and saying you weren't able to do it before. No. Each and every time that those cups were disappointments, you still got up. You still moved on. And each cup holds a different level of different levels to them. In terms of the first time, it may have been a total bust. The second time, dang, halfway there, but then boop, got distracted, blah, blah, blah. The third time was so close, but something tripped you up at the end. Those are the lessons. And then here with the Ace of Cups coming in from the divine is giving you the notion to understand that I loved you through all of that. And I'm teaching you how to love yourself through all of that as well. That's a part of you. These are your lessons. That's called wisdom. Now you not only are smart, but you're wise. Lean on that. Lean on me, the divinity within you. Okay? All right, dear Pisces, so let's see. Encouragement. Just one card, please. Okay, that'll work. Within the transcendental realm of your soul, there are endless universes, each inconceivably vast and at the same time inconceivably small. Even in the tiniest particle of subatomic matter, there is endless expansion. Creation is a cosmic motion picture in which you are both director and actor. Look within and express outwardly the endless waves of love within you. May your love embrace the earth and fill all creation. This is a time to forgive yourself and then teach yourself from the lessons you've learned with this. I feel like it's revisiting, of course, the whole journey, but right here to this Four of Cups, which energy was just discussed. Okay. All right, dear Pisces, that is your message, my dear. I do appreciate your time, your energy. And remember, always be in harmony with your surroundings. Back then is not now. And stay sucker free. I hope to see you again.